Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Yay, it's August. How exciting. So you guys, let's see what is coming in today. We have Goat and Reliability. And I have to say, this is one of the most beautifully illustrated cards. I love the artwork so much, and it really speaks to me because I've always been, since I've been a young kid, in awe of watching goats just go up those sheer cliffs. Like the fact that they have a little bit of fibers on the bottom of their feet that help them stick. I'm in awe. It looks completely like straight up and they still can get there. But that's what I love about reliability. But I want to talk about you and reliability towards yourself and trusting yourself and knowing that you're reliable, that you can do things, because everything changes when you begin to love yourself. You no longer send out energy of desperation or need to be filled from the outside. You become a powerful source within yourself, like this goat. Like the tenacity is there, the go-gettedness, like I can do this, I can think this, I can attract that. So the more you love who you are, the less that you seek validation or approval. Do you think the goat that is scaling that mountain is looking around and going, oh, I wonder if the other goats think I'm cool? No, they're just like, there is the peak of the mountain and I want to be there. That kind of gorgeous energy. And I feel like so much change is going to be undergoing. You are going to feel that you are swiftly getting to the places that you want to get to. You're attracting the things that you want to attract, because you could just kind of have that gorgeous vision, and it's like with the eye on the prize, as opposed to, well, what's everybody doing, where are they at in life, how do I compare all that, blah blah blah. Who really cares? I think social media makes it very dangerous and hard for other people to feel like they're succeeding, because everything's so extra and everything is so airbrushed and everything is so fantastic looking. But if you actually see what some of these people have to undergo to get these photographs that look like they just like got out of the water like that, or they just showed up like that. And a lot of it is a lot of smoke and mirrors as well, where the goat is like, I want to do this on my own steam. I want to get to where I'm going, and then I'll be at the top. So the top of whatever my goal is, and that vista will be gorgeous, and I'll look around and I'll realize, where do I want to go from now? You know what I mean? I'm at the peak. I want to look and I want to see and verify. And again, step into that. Be courageous despite any of your fears. We have to be willing to take a risk in order to gain more. You think if you looked at some of the cliffs that they go up, that you go, oh, that's a piece of cake. No, you'd know it's a risk. You'd know it's difficult, yet you'd know it's worthy of your time and your effort, right? So this is time to just go out and ultimately claim whatever it is you want. And that brings us to the snow leopard. I love this, the watcher. I feel like anybody can gain insight, wisdom, and get ahead in any circumstance if they do watch. They watch how others behave amongst themselves. This could be in a work scenario. Who gets on well? Are there clashes? Who may be a bit of a narcissist? Who looks like they might, climb on your back to get higher? All of that kind of thing. Just watching, but also observing. I love to observe people where they don't really know they're being observed. This could be like at a train station, in a mall or whatever, and just see how people interact and what they do. But I love that because it also can acclimatize you to an environment. Like say you're going to be a new student in a new classroom, college, high school, whatever it is. You go in and just look how people are sitting. Look who seems comfortable and relaxed and calm and open. There's so much when it comes to posture that is inviting or disinviting, right? That's protective and closed off, or warm and welcoming. Some of that, just observe. You will see a myriad of things that you haven't before. I'm really, really good through years of practice of reading people's faces, whether those lips are tight and pursed. I can read anger and tenseness a mile away. I can also read kindness and relaxation a mile away. Like the face tells everything. The eyes, people that make direct eye contact, the honesty that comes through with that, all of that. Honestly, just take a moment before you begin a conversation or walk into a room and observe what is going on. It's kind of like getting the temperature of the room. That way you can acclimatize, and you're already ahead in the game if you've done that. So many people just march in and, it's like, oh, well, I'll figure it out when I get there. When you could already have 70% of the energy figured out by just observing. Really, really important. Okay, so that brings us, I love the hair because I love cycles. We all have cycle. Sometimes we're exceedingly athletic and upbeat and have a lot of energetic energy. That usually is between like noon and 2, I find, for me and a lot of other people, or within the first hour of them waking up. If you're a toddler and they go undoubtedly bananas for the first couple hours. But what is happening now is when we recognize, hey, this is when I'm most cerebral. This is a good time to study. This is a good time to communicate. I know I don't necessarily like to have a big solution and problem solving conversations between 6 and 8. For whatever reason, that's kind of my mental wind down time, because then later in the evening, I kind of cycle back up to that. I love doing late night readings. I love the calm energy of everything already going through. So figure out your cycles and work with them, especially for exercise, because once you hit that sweet spot and you know when you're more prone to be successful at going for walks and exercising, you'll tend to get in that beautiful ritual and cycle and routine of doing that. And I know it's not that we want to make everything like a huge routine during the day, because we do like to switch things up and do something, but that is something I know that usually if I haven't gone to the gym by 2 p.m. I'm probably not going, because that is where my 12 to 2, that's like a let's go and let's move. And remarkably, I can work out twice as long when I am in that kind of zone, in that cycle. Also, your cycles of everything, the month, it can be anything, moon cycles, menstrual cycles, everything. Sometimes we just need to rest. Sometimes we need to recoup. I know in the new moon, the build up to new moons, it can be such a hazardous time because our wheelbarrow is filled with all our emotions and we're up bursting because we're ready to release what doesn't serve us, what doesn't work for us, or what is excessive. So that's a time to limit. Right before the first, the last week of a new moon coming in, I take it easy on myself. I don't acquire a lot of things materialistically, work-wise and otherwise, because I like to streamline and start to diminish, because for whatever reason, emotionally, I'm more sensitive at that time because I haven't released all the buildup in that. So that, my gorgeous, is what you are meant to hear today. I love the artwork on these cards. I find them so, so incredible. The artist and the deck just came to, I think it might be Rebecca Campbell, possibly. No. I forget her name, but I love her deck so much. It just came in. It was funny. I was just on Pinterest and some of her stuff came up and I was like, wait a minute, I have that deck somewhere. And I went a digging and I found it. So you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, work with your cycles, observe what is going on, become the watcher so you can rely on yourself and your instincts and your routines to better serve you.